Oh! 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 I almost feel like summer is more bearable if you're like outside and doing shitty work under the hot sun, because like you're sort of expecting to feel like ass, but being in a hot room or even mildly warm room while doing this kind of like menial white collar labor is somehow it's worse than just being like a lawn care specialist or some shit. Such a weak and pitiful cry. Well, the window is open, so my mother has said that people on the sidewalk can hear me screaming and talking from outside. So I didn't want to go full butt plug pegging mode scream, but. Ha ha ha, now you know how I felt last week? Well, not really, because it's only like a high of 82 or something today in my area, so it's not even close. I'm just being a pussy because I can't handle it. My mother will be going to Japan tomorrow, so she'll get the full dose of, heat stroke inducing Tokyo weather if she wants it. But I'm sure she'll be fine. She's not built like me. This is the... The Beaver of Death! Oh, hello. Hopefully she doesn't melt over there. Yeah, she'll be fine. Although old people, they often underestimate what's going on with their body, but I don't know. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm always worried that my mother is going to die in a way that's extremely expensive and embarrassing for me, like trying to climb a mountain or something like that. And, getting lost, and then the Japanese SDF force needs to send out helicopters and I get stuck with the bill or some shit like that. Because she's one of those people that goes out and does things in the real world, so unlike me, she's exposed to the risk of being outside and doing shit. The horrors. The unspeakable horrors of living in the physical world. My parents are going to Greece in a month. I get the whole house to myself. I don't get the whole house to myself, despite the fact that it's just me, because there's the cat. The cat is there, and my god, this cat is a pissy, complainy, bitchy cat. You are just in full, take care of the cat mode. She's gotten way more bitchy after the other cat died. I think she is lonely, despite not liking the other cat. She's a very social creature, so she wants you to service it all the time. She would be a good cat at a retirement home, but I can't be bothered to deal with her all day. The cat occupies the 90% of the house inside BB's head. It's, she just constantly is going meow, meow, meow. And she's not just saying it randomly, like dogs barking. She's saying it in, like, very specific. It's like she's demanding shit. It's a very demanding cat. It's pretty obvious what she wants, too, so... It's not like, oh, I don't know what you want. She's, like, asking for shit. You know, it's like having a 6-year-old kid who's like, hey, mommy, 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 do something for me. Just endlessly. Old baby, give her to me, I love kitties. There's a lot of people who are like that, but it ain't my cat to begin with anyway, so... Cats can sound like women and babies when they make loud noises. It's disconcerting. YouTube mountain lion scream. Goats still have a larger impact. The way goats are just like, ah! Ah! They sound like me, honestly. They're just like, ah! Ah! They're like, I'm gonna come! So cute when they scream. I don't know. I feel like if I actually lived on a farm and had to deal with goats on a regular basis, I wouldn't find them particularly cute. In fact, I don't really know if I would tolerate animals more or less if I had to be with them all the time on a farm or something. I'm guessing probably less. Except for the smell-related stuff. I feel like I get used to the smell more, but then also be, like, less tolerating of them screaming and shit. I guess the male goat is called a ram, or is it some other kind of animal? I don't know. I don't think that's how it works, but maybe it does. You'd probably be forced to get used to them. Yeah. I think I'd rather just be alone, if that's an option. Well, you can't really control whether you can get rid of your cat or not, but luckily you can get rid of your women much easier. So, I got 99 problems, but a female is not one of them. Thank God. rather be alone just like me. Some people are like that. We're considered to be serial killers and psychopaths by the rest of society, who is like, no, we all have to eat food together. You say that now? I mean, if I'm saying it now when I'm actually alone, isn't that pretty obvious? I think it's much more likely. What is much more likely to happen is me saying, I really wish I had a woman that would love me, etc. Blah blah blah. And then the moment that I start living with her, I'm just like, no, I'm out of here. No amount of emotional and physical comfort can make up for the discomfort I get from having to be around another human being. Thing is, I can stand being around other humans for as long as 4 to 5 hours, but relationships often don't work like that, so. Especially if she's like, here's my son. He's a 2-year-old. How dare you not share the table to eat like Christians watching slop on TV? I mean, people really like eating with other people. I'm not sure why. I prefer eating alone. This is my son, age 27. That's basically what I am. This is my son, age 37, is what I am, so. Can't complain too much. Can't wait 10 years so it can be this is my son 47. Yeah. This is my hikikomori neat son. He hasn't worked in 20 years. Americans don't eat dinner at the table as a family outside of holidays anymore. They just sit in their rooms or their living room. My mother still cooks, so she still forces me to eat with her. So I get the full family experience, but at least it's not like 10 people. I cook and I immediately eat at the kitchen counter or in my little room downstairs. But then how will you have hearty conversation with your loved ones? So much fun. My dad eats leftovers by myself. Yeah. If I had a choice, that's how I'd live my life. Have you ever pondered on your lifestyle and what people usually expect of you, like having a stable wage or finishing college maybe? Yes, I've pondered that a lot. Because I'm age 37, I've already gone past the pondering stage and am now in the no longer pondering stage. I've already made my bed and I'm currently sleeping in it. Yeah, I did finish college. And I had a quote-unquote real job for a while, but then they fired me, as corporations tend to. When they were like, oh, we can cut some costs here. So that's not really my call. All that matters in this modern world is money. If you can make loads of money, you can do anything you want. Yeah, not really. I just realized that I only have about 30 more years until I'm entering the he's probably gonna die zone, so that's why I'm drawing this manga. If all I cared about was making money, I would just be grinding out those commissions or something instead, but BB managed to find a niche and can live a semblance of his childhood dream of being a mangaka and gets to jerk off and game on a semi-regular basis, a personal win in some kind of way. It's not enough. I want more. As long as you're even vaguely published, you're a mangaka. Some may say, even if you're not vaguely published, but whatever it is, I don't feel like I have enough. I need some more than what I have at the moment. Everyone wants more? Yeah, but what I'm doing right now is actively taking steps so I have more. Me drawing this right now. What's more? I don't know. I think I'd rather have my moniker be failed professional mangaka instead of amateur mangaka or internet artist. So I think that's the goal here. I think I want to be at that level where publishers are like, oh wow, this is really good. We'd definitely be willing to put this in our magazine. How many pages can you do a week? And then I'm like, 2. And they're like, okay, forget that. Forget we offered to put you in the magazine. You need to do 30. So I'm like, well, I guess I'll just be at home jacking off and playing video games instead. You want some semblance of recognition? Some semblance of recognition beyond just like, haha, he's made elf jokes online for the last 30 years. I also want to have some kind of story experience that I've created besides the elf jokes. So there's that. I want people to read my 1,000 pages of manga and be like, God damn. This is better than anything I've read recently. You know? You want to avoid the fate of Jim Davis? What, the Garfield author? I mean, that's kind of neither here nor there. I couldn't be Jim Davis even if I wanted to be Jim Davis. He's like a billionaire. Jim Davis made a bunch of kids' childhoods better. Are we actually talking about the Garfield author as someone who made the people's childhoods better? That's bullshit. No one was reading Garfield and being like, God damn, I fucking love this comic. At least if their parents bought them anything better than Garfield. I don't think Garfield was anyone's favorite comic unless they have like severe autism or something. I mean, in the sense that all people know you for is silly, repetitive jokes. Yeah. I must defeat Murata, my ultimate rival. I'm looking at manga panels of Fubuki right now, by the way, to see what type of black and white balance he uses for Fubuki's dress. Because I have to figure out how to make this panel darker. Which is why I'm making her dress black. But then you can't just make it full black. Fubuki has amazing titties, goddamn. They're okay. I'm actually not sexually attracted to Fubuki or Tatsumaki. Despite what I'm supposed to feel. Gotta break into Yusuke Murata's home and steal his One Punch Man porn. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm strong enough to lift 700 kilos worth of paper. Murata should have resisted making Fubuki sexy. I don't think his entire life Murata has ever resisted his desire to make some of the female characters he draws sexy. I don't think he's capable of doing it. That's kind of like going up to an alcoholic and being like, just don't drink the alcohol, bro. Easy. It's like going to the gambling addict and just being like, just don't gamble, bro. Don't go into the casino, bro. Murata changed the fucking story just to bring some jobber women back to life after they were killed. Murata, when he was working on Eye Shield and it being forced to do like 24 pages a week and having to draw extremely complicated American football scenes, still couldn't resist to spend extra 30 hours drawing 18 different sexy cheerleaders in every single panel. Even though he was probably under insane deadline. He's just not capable of it. He can't help himself. Just don't coom, bro. I'm not actually cooming that much. It's a combination of me getting older plus it being hot and uncomfortable. As soon as the temperature goes down, suddenly I get a raging boner because my body is like, oh wow, I'm finally relaxed and comfortable now. I can finally ejaculate. But at the current temperature, I definitely, my sex drive just goes way down. It's just in survival mode. It's just like, you just need to make it till October, bro. This is I can't figure out the right amount of the roundness and the shape of the full black area. But are the nights also hot, or does it rapidly cool down like in the desert? In my area, it's about like 10 degrees Fahrenheit cooler, but it gets more humid. In general, I can only sleep in the basement at this point. I have to actually like feel cold in order for me to be comfortable and sleep. I can sort of function in temperatures above 80, but if I want to sleep, it needs to be like 65 Fahrenheit. Winter enjoyer? I mean, considering how winters are basically what fall used to be, yeah, I am becoming a winter enjoyer. I guess we still have these short periods when everything is just brutally cold, but besides that, winter is not particularly a problem anymore. Not his house, plus he's too lazy. It's too much work. The basement is completely unfurnished. It also has problems that directly are related to the foundation of the house. If you try to change the basement into a furnished basement, you'd have a lot of drainage and moisture problems that would need to be fixed. We run a dehumidifier like 24/7 when I'm not sleeping in the room that I sleep in, so like some weird ground moisture keeps on coming up through the concrete foundation. Black mold? I don't know if it's black mold. As soon as everyone says it's moldy, everyone's like, black mold? There's like a million types of mold. And a lot of them are colored black. People have just seen like one YouTube video about somebody's house had black mold and the guy died from lung cancer or something like that. And then every time I say the word mold, people are like, black mold? Black mold? I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't smell particularly fresh, but I don't think it's gonna kill me. Is it gonna flash flood one day? It's not gonna wake up underwater because we're at the top of a hill. Should be fine. The house is just gonna, collapse and I'm gonna get crushed in the landslide, but I don't think it's gonna flood. You're not gonna renovate or decorate an area? Well, my mother's gonna renovate. The contractor has already been paid. Decoration is fucking stupid. When's the work start? It's unclear. Whenever the person who's contractor gets enough time to do it, I guess. Probably won't be until winter, maybe even next year. But once the house is renovated, my room is going to get renovated and insulation is going to get added. If insulation gets added, I might be able to be inside my room during the summer because we do have air conditioning. It's just extremely ineffective when it gets super hot in my room. I hope your mother only did a down payment and not the full. Many scummy contractors out there. It's a small town with a small social circle, and the contractor who's working on this house is also working on a lot of other people's houses, so I think it's fine. Everybody talks about each other, so they have to protect their reputation. When you were younger, did you hug your parents willingly, or were you always a psychopath? Japanese people don't hug each other even if they're not psychopaths. That's an entirely American invention. I watch a lot of YouTube videos of police interrogations, and whenever somebody kills a fucking kid or a baby, they're always like, I love that kid so much. I just wish more than anything right now that I could hug and kiss him. Just hug him so tight. He was my entire world. And then the cop is like, yeah, we have footage of you beating him to death with a tire iron. And then the guy's always like, I like my lawyer now. No hugging, no hand holding, no kissing on cheek. Literally nobody does that shit in Japan, dude. That's like American bullshit. My mom always hated how I disliked being hugged after the age of 5. Yeah. Americans want to force very specific touchy-feely behaviors onto you. I feel like my dislike of other human beings is especially strong today. Just reading people's comments in chat is filling me with disgust. The very existence of other human beings besides myself Seems like a curse. Hello, how you going? I'm fine. Just actively wishing that everybody besides me no longer existed, I guess. I've actually done a thought experiment exercise about if I could tolerate living with my perfect anime waifu, and I've come to the conclusion that even if we're talking about perfect anime females, even that would be too much for me. What exactly does make you not like humans? The existence of other people's human consciousness and any kind of self-censorship and need to adjust how I feel and behave in accordance with other people's values feels just torturous and awful. But it goes beyond that. When I'm truly in the antisocial mood, I don't want anybody other than myself to exist. Even someone's existence seems like too much. Bro identifies as Light Yagami or something. If it was Light Yagami, he would just be a rational person trying to make the world a better place, whereas I'm completely irrational. Would you use the Hypnosis app, though? Sure. I would use the Hypnosis app to convince my employer to continue to pay me a wage without me having to work for them. That's what I would do. Man, it would be great with if I could actually had a Hypnosis app. Then I could hypnotize all these women and make them leave me alone. The other day I was jogging and somebody who was outside, just like on their porch, said hello to me, and I had to say hello back to them. It was awful. Why the fuck does anybody think that's a good idea? Did I say that I wanted to talk to you, bitch? My god. Why don't you just walk up and violate my asshole? Because that's basically what you're doing right now. You're really dead inside, huh? No, I just don't like people. Other people. I like myself. You had to? Oh, sweetie, just pretend you have earbuds in. I gave them a friendly nod. I was like, hey. They were like, hey. I was like, hello. Also, I was shopping at the grocery store the other day, and I was wearing a Hawaiian shirt because they're the most cool and comfortable shirts to wear in summer weather because they don't stick to your skin like t-shirts do. So I often wear them in the summer. But the huge drawback of Hawaiian shirts is that these stupid fucking assholes want to walk up to you and compliment your shirt. I have gotten so many fucking compliments by people who are like, oh man, that's a groovy shirt, dude. I love your shirt. And I have to be like, haha. Thanks, bro. I definitely appreciate you complimenting my shirt, haha. Oh boy, I sure love communicating with people. I bet you do look nice in a Hawaiian shirt, though. Yes. They mix well with my jovial, relaxed island nature. I'm a very tropical Hawaiian guy. God forbid a man be friendly toward others. I mean, there's a lot of people who are friendly to others. It's just that society expects me to be friendly to others as well. And I have to pretend for, you know, as long as 30 seconds at a time. It's amazing that I was capable of going out into society and pretending to be friendly to other people for as long as like 8 hours a day for a while. When I was still in the office. What a horrible setup. The sarcasm is thick today. I haven't masturbated, so that's not helping. It was too hot to masturbate, too humid. Evil Ball is a big Twitter artist that replies to every person with compliments and makes YouTube tutorials to help people learn how to make manga. He is so nice that people hate him. Yes, I'm gonna make some YouTube video about how you're all gonna make it and you're all gonna be great artists and stuff. And you only need one weird trick for you to become a great artist any day now. I tried this one weird trick while practicing and I suddenly became so much better. That type of YouTube content. And the YouTube video thumbnails will be half of the screen will be a drawing, an image of a drawing that I drew shittily on purpose to show the wrong example, and then the second part of the thumbnail will be to show the drawing that I tried to do my best drawing to show how incredibly I've improved using this one weird trick. And then there'll be also space to put my face in it, where I'm making a soy pog face. I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe this one weird drawing trick has made me so much better. BB needs like one of those hentai where he needs a mandatory blowjob to be sane. Yes. The Japanese government hasn't provided me with my daily mandatory blowjob, so that's why I'm grumpy today. Are you soy facing while pointing at the picture? Yeah, that sounds like the right strategy. BaalBud is everyone's buddy, spreading positivity and good vibes. Let's be honest, guys. How many of you guys can actually tolerate watching those types of high energy positive YouTubers? Some Twitch streamers as well, but it's mostly YouTubers who are like, hey guys, positivity stream. Oh my god, pog pog pog. Like, I can't watch more than a minute or two of that shit. I always wonder if they're just like fucking completely dead inside. It's all usually fake and plastic. The people who actually go like, hype, hype, hype. Welcome to the ball community, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Fortnite. I love Fortnite, even though I play 40 hours a day of Fortnite. I love this. This is so much fun. My audience is all 12-year-olds. Using their mother's credit cards. There's a reason I'm in here. I'm talking to like people besides you, not Mrs. dressed herself in black. Kids and young teens, that's right. Are there any Minecraft streamers that aren't like that? Who are just like, I fucking hate Minecraft, and I fucking hate children, and I'm gonna swear. I feel like there's only Minecraft streamers for children at this point. Not at this point. Maybe it was always that way. I mean, it's Legos for kids, right? Pump your fist, get your game on! Let's go, boys! Hi! After this, we're going to play some NBA 2K and Call of Duty. Oh, it's raining. That's good. The temperature's going to go down even if the humidity goes up. It's all fake engagement made by big media groups like Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat is my my hero. I've never watched a single minute of him. Hold on, let me YouTube. Kai Cenat best moments.
Come on, can we hit the bag at the same time? Come on, ready? Ready? 3, 2, 1. I'm dying! She grew like a man and I keep talking. Oh, you like that? No, I'm black.
All of his Twitch chat is just like, they all type in caps the entire time. They're all like, yo!
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm taller, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
LMAO! Actually, he's not as intolerable as I thought he would be.
nah, you ain't see it. Okay, you ain't see it.
I've seen way more annoying positivity streamers. He's not trying to make like positivity his like entire brand and be like super child safe. He's just slightly high energy. I don't know why he'd be like the most popular Twitch streamer of all time, but you know, as long as once you reach a certain level of notoriety or popularity, then you know, people are just gonna watch the most popular thing, right? So I don't think that's particularly weird as well. To be honest, he's not overly loud. Yeah, he's not doing the loud equals funny YouTube Twitch hack to its maximum, actually. The majority of the internet is kids in school because they have the most free time, so people who succeed the most attract that group. Yeah, that's probably true. Although, I can get away with watching 12 hours of YouTube a day, or at least having it on in the background. I'm not even joking, it's all fake and numbers pumped up. The stuff you see on the Game Awards is Personality of the Year and you never heard of it. He somehow has a community of thousands of people who repeat their shit on loop. I mean, they probably have like a shit ton of bots and stuff, but it's hard to say what percentage, right? Even if even if like 30% of his viewership numbers are bots, he would still have a massive viewership. So, who knows? It's not particularly weird to have somebody that you don't understand why they're popular be really popular, so I'm not gonna accuse him of like not actually being popular, especially when it's children's stuff, right? Throughout history, adults my age and older are like, why the fuck are these kids enjoying this stupid shit? Why can't they enjoy high quality entertainment like the Eagles? Real music. Instead they're listening to hair metal, you know. That shit will always happen, so... Considering you need like 300 viewers to be the top 1% on Twitch or something like that, that kind of tells you how bad the metrics are. I mean, that doesn't tell you how bad the metrics are. That just tells you that there's a billion Twitch streamers that are wasting server space that don't have like any viewers. That has nothing to do with the top level streamers like Kai Cenat. That just means the bottom is extremely diluted. I'm trying to figure how much hair I want to give her on her forward-facing ahoge right now. This is an important part of the character. Without the ahoge, it looks wrong. The ahoge is of utmost important. Technically, BB is in, I think, the top 10 or 15%. Yeah, and I can't even get close to making a living, which says a lot about the whole Twitch payment structure. I swear to God, Amazon needs to stop trying to figure out how to kneecap the earnings of the rich people, the top rich people, and start kicking people who will never have viewers off their platform if they want to conserve money. The guy who's had like less than 3 viewers per stream his entire streaming career is never going to get 100,000 people watching to him, so... The Aho gets bigger every time she's on screen. She's not going to be on screen very often, though. I don't really think she's going to be a major character, although I figured that this was the only chance to stick them in. Getting 50 consistent viewers is much harder than you think, assuming you aren't already bringing viewers in from Twitter, YouTube, etc. How do you get from 0 to like 10 is the big question, right? How is anybody ever going to discover you without clicking on your stream in the first place? But why are they ever going to click on your stream if you have 0 viewers and you're streaming like Fortnite and there's a billion other people streaming it or some shit? Those people are fucking losers, LMAO. They're also like 99% of the platform, which is why the platform doesn't make any money. Ads in general are their second channel killer, yeah. But Twitch definitely wants you to be running them. They don't want you to be making money off your Prime subs, that's for sure. They're gonna take Prime subs away sooner or later. Join BB stream, get a Buy Juicy Burger ad, God bless. Hashtag only in America. Kekona clap. They say the green streaming site pays more. I was going to make the joke about the Microsoft streaming site, but I literally forgot what it was called. I assume you're talking about Kick. I was like, oh, you mean that streaming site that Microsoft run? And then I can't even fucking remember what it's called at this point. Mixer, that's right. It sounds like a dating app. I don't think it was 2X's. If it was like triple X, it would definitely be a meet singles in your area kind of name. But it already sounds basically like hot MILFs in your area. Meet and fuck hot MILFs right now kind of names. No wonder it went under. Mixer sounds like a gay porn site. It doesn't have to be gay porn. It could be straight porn. But yeah, it does sound like a gay porn site. Hey, what's up, chat? Paladins even made a skin for them. The only reason I ever watched Mixer was because I was trying to play Paladins for a while. I liked them. I liked it a lot more than Overwatch, and it had a lot of hot female characters. And they actually had a pretty thriving competitive scene for a while. And then they lost their mind and was like, the next season of the Paladins Competitive League is going to be on Mixer and Mixer only. And unsurprisingly, that fucking killed the entire thing. It was one of the dumbest ideas that Hi-Rez has had, and they've had a lot of dumb ideas, so... And of course Mixer went under as well. At least we still have Team Fortress 2. Do we? Do we have Team Fortress 2? I haven't been following, but isn't everyone like complaining about the state of the game? I mean, who is the saddest among these three people in 2024? The guy who still plays Team Fortress, the guy who still plays Overwatch 2, or the guy who still plays Paladins? The answer is all of them. Because team hero shooters are a horrible genre to be wasting your life on, especially if you're not playing like at a competitive level with a team. If you're playing with a bunch of shitty randos, then it's truly awful, so... Me doing all three. God bless Paladins. I just respect Hi-Rez quite a lot for their absolute dedication to making fappable female characters. It's something you shouldn't take for granted in the year 2024. Where ESG money has made sure that all these game companies don't have attractive women in it. Overwatch 2 without a doubt. Overwatch 2 has... The other two are struggling games where the game developers want you to be playing it, whereas Overwatch 2, there seems like active disdain for their own fan base. Like the other two, it's like you're living with your poverty-stricken, dying wife who has a lot of degenerative diseases. Whereas Overwatch 2, it feels like you're being chained up in a mountain shack by some guy in a gimp mask who has kidnapped you and rapes your ass every night. And you're like, I love him so much. Thank you, Mr. Blizzard. Time for my nightly ass raping. Overwatch 2 is a living mistake. It shouldn't exist. Yeah, it's the Bloodborne boss. The living failures. The Zenless Zone Zero game has nice girls at least. Is that gacha? I'm not talking about Eastern games. Obviously gacha is gonna have good girls. Considering that's the only thing that they can have to convince you to waste your entire life savings on gambling, so... Blizzard-sama needs more money for a new yacht. Yeah, I think has Bobby Kotick just completely cashed out? He's not employed at Microsoft, right? Bobby Kotick. Yeah, he is no longer CEO. I wonder what his status is. His status is businessman, former CEO. I hope he has enough money to comfortably retire at 61, but probably not. Have to go back to the Walmart floor. He fucked off, LOL. He definitely cashed out at the right timing. Bobby Kotick, you can say what you want, but he's a really good businessman. And Microsoft, you can say what you want about them, but they're really shitty businessmen. So if there's one thing that you can say for sure, it's that he probably sold out at the right time, and everything that he sold is probably worthless now in Microsoft. He's going out of his way to try and fuck with other companies. Seems about right. American capitalism. Probably a consultant or a shareholder. The fact that we have this aristocratic class in modern capitalist society called consultants is just fucking hilarious. They're literally nobles. They don't do any work and then they get paid a salary. Their job is being associated with other nobles. Every once in a while they'll provide horrible advice like, what if we just make the game worse and then charge our fan base more or something like that. And the other shareholders are like, thank God we paid Bobby $10 million a year to tell us that. He has enough money to start his own damn studio, but no, gotta keep fucking with others. None of these people are game developers. They're all just businessmen. None of them have any kind of creative desire to make video games. Which is why Blizzard is, you know, worthless at this point, probably. The moment I see that, I'm like, oh, so you're here to give your outdated advice and then leave? To be fair, what they're actually there is, they're just here to receive their paycheck and then leave. I don't think they actually care about giving advice or not. But they still have to maintain the pretense of doing some kind of job to justify themselves getting paid way too much money, so... Honestly, the CEO should just give them their fat check and then go play golf, which is why they're there in the first place. What was the last Blizzard game that actually came out, now that I think about it? Wait, has Blizzard published anything besides... Oh, Diablo 4, I guess? If we're gonna count that as a game. What was before Diablo 4? Was it? Yeah, I think... Most of the time they just pop in on calls for 5 minutes and then leave. But think of all the excellent advice they provide in those 5 minutes, Istrixia. How would we know that we need to increase profits by reducing cost if we didn't have the consultant to show up and tell us that? Some mobile crap. They had Diablo Immortal before that. I played a little bit of Diablo Immortal, and then when I found out that I couldn't cancel that, there was all these people walking around me with their rainbow-colored, massive, flowery armor that is glowing in a million different directions. When I realized I couldn't turn that shit off and play offline, I just stopped playing. See, that's the thing about online free-to-play games, is that they 100%, you have to play with other people around you, because their whole business model is based on you feeling inferior to the people who have extremely expensive real-world money $30 costumes. You have to be there so they can flex that shit on you, so they can feel better and continue to spend more money. Holy crap, I finally caught you streaming for the first time. Just wanted to say I really love your art style and I hope you are having a fun experience drawing this manga. I'm rooting for you. Thank you. We're a very positivity-oriented stream here. We just like to keep it positive all the time. Just remember to be positive, chat. First time chatter. I like it most when the first time chatters come in the beginning of the stream and then they hear me screaming and they're like, what the fuck? Don't forget family friendly. That's true. I'm gonna try and stop swearing from now on. Okay, fucking chat. Watching the amount of pimping they did for Diablo 4 battle passes when it got released was both hilarious and painful. Swear in JP. Japanese doesn't have any swear words. It's a very non-swear word oriented language. As a result, people are constantly getting angry and being like, oi teme, when you use the wrong honorific or something. The result of not having swear words doesn't necessarily mean it's a kinder, happier society. It just means that people are more easily angered by lesser, incorrect word usage. Kisama! Nandato teme! How many of you who have learned Japanese have learned about the way of referring to somebody else as omae? Omae is completely accurate grammatically and extremely appropriate theoretically, and yet it's probably like the #1 word in which you can easily get in trouble if you call someone omae, despite it being completely grammatically correct. It's not like kisama, which is something that they use in Yakuza games, but you don't actually say that in real life. But people will legitimately get angry if you say omae because you're not using the correct amount of respectful terminology. Shit is crazy if you ask me. It's much easier to live in America where, as long as you don't say a very specific word that starts with N, you can basically say everything. Kind of the same with anata, unless you really know the person. I think anata is way more acceptable in most situations. Everything? Well, I guess we could start testing out different words and see which at which point Twitch bans me. That's always an option. I think the real lesson here is, instead of relying on things like swear words, we should use highly personalized insults toward people that are really tailored to their own insecurities. Like, instead of calling Bill your neighbor a cuck, instead specifically tell Bill how his wife was moaning when you were sticking your cock in her, and how you're a much more attentive lover than he is, and how your penis is bigger, and how much his wife appreciated your cock. Family-friendly stream, by the way. What about my wife? I'm sorry, I didn't get to her. I was too busy with your mother, LMAO. Got him, chat. Nothing like a your mother joke to display my dabbing superiority. Nothing like watching a wholesome and family-friendly mangaka with things like prostate stimulation in their work. We all have to have a little bit of prostate stimulation. I'm looking forward to my mandatory prostate exams that are going to start in about 8 years. Right around the corner. Feels good, man. Soon we get to empty out our colon and stick the camera way up in there. Don't forget to invent a new tag like rock pornography. I was just reading a BLT manga on the Jump Plus website. It was a boys love manga, as in the BL is boys love, and it was Gijinka anthropomorphized BLT sandwich ingredients, all having a huge gay sandwich orgy. It starts out with the bacon trying to seduce the lettuce, and then Mr. Tomato comes and he's like, "Heh, you're doing it wrong." And then the slices of bread brothers show up, and then the sandwiching really begins. Is it very hot? Let's see. Looks like this. Hey, lettuce. Come on, let me have a piece of you. No, please stop, Bacon Senpai. I'm not interested in that. Oh yeah, you look really crisp today. I'm gonna get you all nice and moist with my bacon grease. And he's like, no, please, Senpai. And then their supervisor, Mr. Tomato, shows up and notifies Mr. Bacon that he's already done it with the Mr. Lettuce. Now we're gonna have a threesome. Oh yeah, let's go. Get and here comes the big muscular pieces of bread. Yaranaika, yeah. Honestly, it was a little too long. I think the joke would have been better if it was like 3 pages shorter. They dragged it out a little bit. I don't think you need 18 pages for BLT manga. Stupid, sexy, muscly bread? Yeah. Bread is definitely a top. Whereas one of the slices of bread has to be on the bottom, if you know what I mean. I appreciate the dedication, Boys love authors, they don't know when to stop. How is this something Jump would publish? Jump plus rookies section is fucking crazy. There's all sorts of weird ass shit. Jump Plus as a whole, the internet part of Jump, is it's way more adult oriented and gets away with way more adult stuff than the paper magazine, which is why we had Chainsaw Man, Denji getting a handy and coming in Asa's hands by mistake just a few weeks ago. And then there was a decapitation, spoilers as well, so yeah, it's way less family friendly than the main magazine. Although Jump has always gotten away with a lot more or adult oriented shit, usually. Bread is a service top and a power bottom. I'm surprised mayonnaise didn't show up as its own thing, because in a BLT, mayonnaise is like half of the equation, you know? If there's no mayo on the BLT, it really doesn't work. It's extremely mayo reliant, you could say, as a sandwich. CSM 167 was fucking W. Say what you will about what's his name, but he does a good job. I forgot his name. The author does a good job keeping people engaged. I see a lot of complaints, but when you're truly over as a shonen mangaka is when nobody's talking about your manga. So if people are still complaining about how boring it is and shit, then you're still doing fine. If people are truly bored with it, they wouldn't be talking about it. I would say Asa exists to take Denji's big fat chainsaw cock, but that's definitely not true. Play gachi music? No, I won't be playing gachi music, thank you very much. You'll get your gachi music when I feel like you deserve your gachi music, and not a moment sooner. Slaves! Get back here! God damn it. I'm sleepy. Bro is dead. I feel dead. When it's rainy, I get super sleepy, actually. It's always been that way now that I think about it. Something about not low temperature, low air pressure always makes me really sleepy. Goku and snooze soon? Yeah. It's probably the plan. But I haven't finished the finishing stage of this page, so... Yeah, you should take a break. I've only been streaming for an hour and a half, by the way. It's not that big deal. 4 hours. I haven't actually been streaming for 4 hours. That's the total amount of drawing I've done today, that's all. And that's for like the whole 24-hour period. I reset the timer at midnight. That's my new process. Just to track how many hours. We need our dose of Guess the Game? Not really. No, we don't. Some days are more tiring than others, I guess. Every day kind of sucks right now, honestly, just because it's summer. My anti-heat abilities are very low. Just getting older? Aren't we all just getting older? My buddy couldn't sleep at night because of the heat, so he just took some painkillers. That's an easy way to get heat stroke, I feel. Like, if your body is having difficulty sleeping, it means that it's too hot. Your body actually builds up a lot of heat. So if you don't have time periods during the day in which you expel heat, like at night and shit, then it can build up over the course of several days and lead to heat stroke. Every day we're a little closer to dying. As long as I have air conditioning working, then it's not a big deal, but as soon as the air conditioning isn't working, then I'm fucking donezo. I wish we had global cooling instead of global warming. That's all I really want. Alas. You won't have AC in your coffin, my guy. I won't exist. It doesn't matter. Also, I'll probably be cremated anyways. If you're in Japan, you get cremated. They don't have enough space to have a physical earthbound grave for everyone, so you get cremated first, and then you can do something with the ashes, I guess. Alright, I am falling asleep, so I'm gonna end the stream here because I do feel like I'm about to pass out from sleepiness, so we're gonna have a short stream today and end the stream here. Fun, fun, fun. See you around, guys. Good night.